see. Once again, we'll start in the room if there's any questions for Coach, and then we'll move to Zoom. Yeah, Josh, go ahead.
Hi, Bobby. Obviously not the result you wanted when you came in here. Can you just talk about, kind of how the match unfolded from your perspective?
Yeah, a strange one, because, closing in on 6 years here, and I don't think I've seen a performance like that from us. It's a little uncharacteristic in all parts of the pitch. To be honest, ball was slowing us down a lot. Playing maybe something we should have taken into consideration a little bit more with the pitch. If we saw a lot of times guys were falling over, ball was getting stuck in the ground. So maybe we needed to change things up a little bit tactically. But yeah, it's one of those games. It's really uncharacteristic because there's not much we can grab from it that say that it was positive all around. I think we gave one to our opponent today, and we move on.
Fair enough. You made a couple changes at the beginning of the second half, bringing on Halifax and Jordan Hamilton. What were you hoping to try and do when you brought those two?
Yeah, we're lacking energy. In that first half, we didn't get to the goal. We got in attacking situations, but we never got to the goal. So we're missing a little bit that jump to our step, and you try and freshen things up, move things around, just so we can be a little bit more vertical in our final attacks. Because we were getting to those spots in the first half, but we just weren't getting inside the opponent's penalty area. To be honest, in the first 5 or so minutes, we've gotten there, and right before we've been scored on a second goal, we're there, and we've overplayed a pass, and the counterattack comes, and there you go. And those are the fine margins in the game.
Just one more for me. What do you tell your players as you move, continue moving towards a title push?
Yeah, here's the one thing you learn over the years. You're going to have these games. You move on. You're at the top of the table for a reason. The players in that room are the ones that do it, but you have to make sure that you learn from these situations and make sure that the concentration is at its highest. These guys, most of those guys in that dressing room have played in some of the biggest games that have been played by a club in this country. So it's there. You just don't need this to happen again.
That's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Josh. We'll go to Zoom. Thomas, go ahead.
Hey, Bobby. Congratulations on the loss. You said it was uncharacteristic. That's definitely the best way to put it. And I feel like, especially on defense, it's a lot better than that. It felt like all three goals kind of were a bit different and still kind of found ways to kind of undo the defense a little bit. So I'm just wondering kind of if maybe there was something that you weren't expecting from Halifax that kind of led to that, or if it was just a bit of an anomaly.
Really, for second goal, we've given up the ball and a good attack, and there's the counter-attack. And if you look at the third goal, instead of clearing the area, we try and play a simple pass just outside of your box, and those are always dangerous. When you do that, we've given up the ball, and then you're stretched as a defensive line. So, we've done ourselves in on this day on a lot of it, and. When you've given up that second goal in the 50th minute, you give a lot of energy, and credit to Halifax. As I said before the game, this was an important game for them. They came out with the energy. They've gotten 3 points, and everyone moves on.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thanks, Thomas. Gautam, go ahead.
Hi, congratulations on defeat, first, Bobby. Now, it's been 11 games on the road, only 2 wins. Why do you think that is?
Can't put your finger on it. Last year, if you look at our record, we've got 4 wins at home. This year, we've got 12 or 13 through all competitions. So we flipped the script. What matters is what happens in the end. Don't really look at the away and the home, because in the end, it's you check and you see what you've done. So whenever November rolls around, we'll look at all of that stuff. Until then, it's one game, one place, one field, and you look at it that way. Not necessarily what your record is in one place or another, because next week we could win on the road, and then what does that mean? It's just a game.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Gautam. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.